Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Roland from Reptile Roland. Our business name is Paint by Jeans Exotics. Me and my daughter is going to vet school and she's learning a lot of things, so she's also going to come on the channel here every now and then, showing some of the things she's learning about handling reptiles, and maybe be able to give y'all a few pointers about some of the things that she's learning as she goes to vet school. It is actually feed day today for Esmeralda and Peaches. However, the people I usually get the rats from, they are out right now. If they don't have somebody more, I do have a backup to where I can go get some more rats. So, and I am ordering some frozen thaw from Rodent Pro. So big shout out to Rodent Pro. I used to use them a lot when I had bred ball pythons, but I got out of the ball python breeding business because it's just, there's so many people doing it now, and I'm going just strictly into true redtail boas. As you all know from my past videos, this is Esmeralda, my Guayan true redtail boa. She's a female. I will be purchasing a male later on, so I will be just dealing in nothing but true redtail boas as far as breeding. People had asked me about my setup before. I actually take everything off to feed her. This is my setup. I got the reflective dome, and I have a 150 heat emitter here, right there. I just cut out some wire to put on top of here. That way she does not get burned by it. I don't put it inside. This is the 50, just to keep this side a little cooler, her water dish and everything. And people were saying, how do you secure it? I use these little clamps right here. They're real cool. You buy them from Walmart and stuff. You just take off the back side like I did here. It just pops off. As you can see, it just pops off the back. And when you go under it, boom, and it clamps it, and she can't. I mean, it's pretty solid. You have to, it's pretty hard. And I put it on all four corners. So that's how I keep her from trying to push out and everything. Also, it is good to have a thermostat to control your temperatures. I keep this here. This is a buy link. I bought this on Amazon. Yes, they do have Herbstat, and they're real good. But this will, I've been having this for going on 5 years now, and I've had not a single problem from it. As you can see, I have where you can plug in multiple things, but I've only got it on this one for now, and that controls the lamp there. And I got a thermostat, as you can see there. Also monitor the humidity and stuff, digital there and there on the cool side. That way I keep everything within range. And I also have a heat gun, a thermostat gun, to where I can check my temperatures to make sure everything's accurate. Like I said, these tubs are fairly cheap at Walmart and just about anywhere. They actually get up to a pretty big size. As she grows older, I will be getting her some 6x2x2, and then when she gets full grown, almost there, I'll be having her an 8x4x4. So you can use these as setups for the early years. They've got smaller ones, as you can see right here. I have a little smaller setup. This is my wife's little side business. She takes care of, she does t-shirts, tumblers, mugs, all kind of things. So if you're interested in something like that, just let me know. I can shoot you an email or something. We do a lot of logos for reptile businesses. Got a ball python guy here. We do magnets for him. We do stickers for his shows. We do pretty much anything, banners. We can do the whole 9 yards, and that's my smaller setup for my other snake. And like I said, I missed this, you know, and I monitor it daily. I monitor her water bowl. I have an extra water bowl, and whenever I see it's dirty, I take this one out. I replace it with a fresh one, and then I go scrub that one real good and clean it real good, because bacteria, as you know, grows in warm conditions and also inside your tub. So make sure you're cleaning it constantly. They have reptile safe things you can buy from PetSmart and all over on Amazon. Clean it regularly, you know, check it regularly. If I see waste, feces, or if I see pee particles and stuff, I clean all that out on a constant basis, because I don't want my animals to be inside that. I know some people, the guy from work was talking to me about the redtail boa, true redtail boa. He heard they're harder to take care of. They're not as hardy as the Colombian redtails, the smaller ones. I haven't seen that. Esmeralda, they talk about temperament wise. I don't handle her within the first 2 to 3 days after eating. She's never regurgitated her food, so I haven't seen that problem. They say sometimes when you get them smaller they do, but I have not experienced that because I don't know if it's the best first snake to own. I started off with ball pythons, and then I got my girl some king snake, and I got my other girl a corn snake. I started off with those, learned how to keep my humidity and temperatures and things in range. It's not that difficult, guys. The main thing is have a thermostat to where it can shut off. You don't want it getting too hot, and just don't trust your thermostat at all times. That's why you need a temp gun. I have one. It's put up right now. But double check your temperatures and everything, because you don't want your snake to get burned and things like that. And always monitor your snakes, especially if you're feeding live. I'd never leave mine alone feeding live. I've shown that. And the main thing is snakes can be awesome pets. My wife was scared to death of them at first, and my son and I wanted ball pythons. We kept on, and finally my wife gave in. And like I said, that was our first normal ball pythons my son and I started off with. The main thing too is feeding your snakes appropriate size meals. If not, they can have prolapse, and then you can use sugar water and things to help get it back in, but sometimes that does not work and you have to bring them to the vet. So feed them appropriate size meals. Make sure they don't have the stuff going in their mouth, some of the different particles to where it can cause an obstruction and things like that. If you notice bubbles coming out of your snake's mouth and things like that, my daughter's studying this right now. And you got to watch for respiratory infections. That's why I don't mist my cage. I just use a little garden thing, and I'll pour the water. I don't want the mist. I don't know if that's true or not. You can give me comments in the comments section if it is, but I was always told that if you mist it, it can increase the chance of respiratory infection on your reptiles. So I don't mist. I actually spread my water around, and then I move it around, and I also look for a lot of urinate or feces because I want to keep it clean. I don't want no bacteria growing and things like that. But however, so many people are scared of snakes, and if you got someone that's beginner and you've been keeping snakes and reptiles for a while, don't blast them on Facebook and blast them if they're doing something wrong. Write them in a private message and tell them from your experience and some of the things you have done, and help them grow as a reptile community. And we don't want to hurt our community. We get hurt by enough of the stupid things that some people do online just to get clickbaits and things like that. So helping, like Brian Barczyk and all them, they do, let's help our community grow and not be scared of reptiles. So many people I hear, the only good snake is a dead snake. And I'm like, no, man. Do you realize how important they are in rodent control and, population control of things? And so let's encourage people to get educated on reptiles and grow our community to be a positive community and not a negative, because if you keep blasting them, they're not going to ask questions. And then how can we help them learn how to take care of the reptiles correctly if all we're doing is blasting them? Then they're not going to ask questions. So if that's one thing of my pet peeve that I like, is people to have positive feedback to people that might not be doing the right thing. And if I'm not doing something right, message me. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. Nobody's perfect. We can all learn and grow from things. I quit doing the racks, the breeding racks, just because that's something I wanted to get away from. So I will be keeping them in individual enclosures like this. Like I said, once they get bigger, they'll be in their own 8x4 stackable, and then I'll just put my males together and things like that with my offspring. Then I'll sell them. But to each their own. And just the thing I can say about true redtail boas is educate yourself, and don't be scared to ask questions. And the main thing I've seen with her is, everybody was like 7 to 10 days, and she's pretty much within that range, 7 to 10 days. I do not try to pound her with food. I don't want her to grow too fast, and I don't want her to grow too slow. I want her to stay good and healthy and have good muscle, because they are a very muscle body snake. And I want her to grow properly and that way I can have her longer, because they're beautiful animals. I love red tails, I always have, and just enjoy the beauty of it, you know, and to take pride and workmanship in your snake, your reptiles. I've had tegus before. I got rid of the tegus, and I got rid of my ball pythons because it was just so much that I was doing, and I got rid of the tegu to a person that loved tegus, and they had other tegus, and they're gonna bring them. They're gonna breed them. So hopefully this was informative. Like I said, tomorrow I'll try to get some rats, and I'll do another feeding video and things like that. And also I'll be visiting a reptile shop right here in Vidor, Texas. They have a wonderful variety of snakes. They got emerald tree, green boas. They have a huge red-tailed boa. One of them is actually pregnant right now. I've been helping her monitor it for when it has the babies, how we're going to take it out. You know, she's new to that. So we'll also be doing that and talking to some of the other guys, breeders in this area, on like Brandon Coleman. He's a ball python breeder. He also has yellow anacondas and some other snakes, and he's been breeding for a long time. I've been in the snake business for going on 15 years total. Like I said, I started off with ball pythons and worked my way up. And I want everyone to keep encouraging people to get involved in the reptile community and not be afraid of reptiles and snakes, and educate each other. Don't keep each other down. Let's educate one another, back each other up, and grow together as a community. And I hope each and every one of them, y'all are having a blessed day, and stay reptile strong.